Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Anna Morfides with Many Hearts Counseling. And today's video is actually going to be a question and answer that I received from one of my viewers on my most popular video, actually, I believe that it was, and it was titled Why We Can't Stop Crying Over Our Ex. And this person's worst fear is the question, have I lost the right person for me? So that's what we're going to be talking about today. His questions actually were, was she the right one in the end for me? I am afraid I lost the right one. And do I fight for her and wait? So we're going to answer these questions. So right away, when I see this question, was she the right one in the end for me? I truly feel and know to be true that there's always going to be a right person for us at a given period of time. There's going to be a right person for us depending on where we are in our life in that current moment. There's always going to be a right one for us depending on what vibration we are emitting from within us, where we are in our journey to wholeness, back to whole self, back to remembering that we are here to experience it all with no limitations. So depending on where we are on that journey, there is always going to be a right one for you in that moment. So you don't ever have to worry. You just have to know that and know it to be true, and that you are worthy of every single experience that you're going to have along the way. Now, I do understand that when we get married, sometimes we are not able to perhaps experience someone else or the right one in the romantic context per se, or sometimes we do choose to separate and allow others to come in to match the vibration that we are in this current moment. So then they become the right one for us. I'm not saying that we have to have multiple partners or we can't just be with one person in our life. I'm just saying that if there's a fear that there's not going to be a right one, then we need to eliminate that fear, because there will always be a right one for you at any given point in time, as long as we create the space for that. And how do we create that space? We don't fixate on that person to be the right one for us. Like Bob Proctor always says, we're allowed to immerse ourselves in the feeling of the relationship that we want to have, but we're not really allowed to pick the face of that person, because we also don't want to change anyone's free will or timeline, or even have ourselves miss out on an experience. Because I'm telling you, for all those that have a separated or left a relationship that was not serving in any capacity that it was, whether it was a friendship, whether it was a romantic one, whether it was a job, no one has said, I have found something shittier. 99.9% of the time, they are amazed by the new experience that they're having, whether it is in a job, it is in a partner, it is in that they are seeking. So always have the knowing that if you make the room and you ask Creator, your higher self, to bring you this experience with all the goodies that you can find from within it, and be so grateful for those goodies and more. And then it will come and find you. I promise you it will. It always does. It's going to be always that and a little bit better. And then you just don't know how many right ones are going to be for you to get to the one that is really the right one. But in my belief system, really the right one is ourselves. Like, we are the love of our lives. We are the right one for us at all times. And simply our romantic partners just show us where we are in our journey to wholeness, right? Like, in our journey to self-actualization. That is the purpose of life. And that is the purpose of people that come into our life. So do we ever have to worry that we lost the right one? No, never, ever. Don't do yourself that, or don't do yourself this disservice to just not allow for something else to come in. I also am a true believer in giving everything you have with a current situation. Giving everything you have, you try everything that you possibly can. So then with certainty you can say, yes, okay, now I can let this person go. But of course, we can only try everything if the other person wants to still be in a connection with us. Because what happens if they don't want to be in a connection with us and they want to exit, or for whatever reason they can't be in a connection with us due to their own traumas that they're trying to heal, due to other stressors that they have in their life, or whatever else is happening in their life, or they find somebody else that is more right for them in this moment. Whatever the reason might be, we let those people go, right? Because we can't try with someone who doesn't want to try back with us. Then we're just wasting our precious energy. And instead of using that energy to self-reflect and see what it is that we need to heal from this connection and what we want to hold on to from that connection and move forward, we're spending time and energy trying to figure out why somebody doesn't or cannot or doesn't have the potential to be able to hold us in that space, to be safe, seen, secure, soothed at all times, much kind of like our primary caregiver if we're like recapitulating the same experience. It's really none of our business. It has no reflection on who you are. Yes, I get it. As children, we internalize that as that it's our fault. This is why we cannot be loved by this person, but that's actually not true. And given a session that I had earlier today with this gorgeous soul, and it was so apparent to me that they were giving everything that they could in this connection, and they tried so much, but this person was just not capable of holding them in their emotions because their own emotional bandwidth was so short, and they were so afraid of hurting other people that the minute that any emotion or feeling would be expressed that resembled dissatisfaction in the relationship, that person would shut down and not be able to have a conversation. And you can't build intimacy and a healthy connection in that way. So you also have to know that when you try everything and it's not working and they can't hold you in that space, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. You can't take it personally. You can never take it personally. It doesn't mean that you're not enough or that you're not worthy. Someone not being able to hold you where you need to be held does not mean that you're not enough. It just means that this person is just not the right one for you in this moment. But as long as we hold on to that person and try to make it fit when it's not fitting, then we're not allowing the new to come in. I'm hoping that this is making sense. And again, to have the emotional intelligence to not make someone's inability to be with you exactly as you envision someone to be and exactly as you give love. Like I give love like so unconditionally. Like I love deeply, wholeheartedly. It's like there. And if someone cannot meet me there in that space, I don't know if it would ever work, because then I would have to come down a little bit from what I'm giving and settle for what I'm receiving. And then I'm not allowing myself to experience something that's more like me, and I'm not allowing that person to also experience something that's more like them. So at the end of the day, I will be doing us both a disservice. So do not ever be afraid to lose the right one, because also whatever is meant to be yours will always come and find you. This is so true. We can't escape this. That world works by attraction. The law of attraction works by assertion. It doesn't work by force. We can never force anyone to be ours. That's why whatever is meant to be yours, it will come and find you purely by assertion. You just need to know what it is that you want. What do you want to be yours? Do you want someone who's not able to show up for you? Do you want someone who's reflecting your worst qualities out of you? Or do you want something that feels more in alignment of satisfaction, content, peace, joy, communication, fun, what do you want to focus on that you want to experience? So the last question was, do I fight for her and wait? And again, I would say the only person that you should ever fight for is yourself. You fight for your boundaries, you fight for your core beliefs to be untwisted, you fight for your attachment style to be secure, you fight for your mind to be quiet, you fight for your body to release any stored unhelpful emotions such as guilt and shame. That's what you fight for. You fight for your worthiness, you fight for your forgiveness, you fight for forgiving yourself in anything that you think you may have done wrong in this life. That's what you fight for. You fight for you. And then do you wait? No, we never wait. We don't ever wait for anything or anyone. Because again, whatever is meant for us, it will come and find us. And we can have an idea of what we want to experience, and we know that we're going to have it. We're not going to put ourselves in a state of waiting. So we don't wait for someone, but we envision and plan out and journal out the experiences that we want to have with a person, with a job, with a friendship, with ourselves. And then we don't wait for it. We know that it's coming. And then in the meantime, we just have fun. We lift our vibration. We do our gratitude. We go to the gym. We go and take walks out in nature. We give ourselves what makes us feel good so we can keep ourselves feeling good, so we can keep bringing in feeling good experiences. And then that way, we're not waiting, we're living. That's what is living in the moment means. Like, you live in the moment, you're present with the now, you enjoy what is in front of you in this moment, you experience your emotions, you let them pass through you, you don't become your emotions, you don't judge them, you don't take things personally. Right from the 4 agreements, never take anything personally, because why would you do that if everyone is having the same life experience? Like for me, I know that I have been scared to be in connections so many times because it hurts to have your hurt. Actually, I shouldn't say it hurts, but when the potential of being hurt is there when you completely open up your heart and you don't know if your attachment style is going to creep in or what's going to happen. Is it going to work out? And then all these thoughts might make someone not want to embark in a new connection because they're scared. So you don't know what's happening in the person's head that is not able to be with you. So you don't wait for someone to do their work. You do your work and you have fun in the meantime. And then you let what is meant for you to come in and find you, because you create that space in the room and you don't fixate on just one experience, because then we're all doing ourselves a disservice. But also, we don't discount that person from being that future experience. I will never close the door on anyone that would potentially be a friendship that I want to experience, a romantic partner that I want to experience, a job, like anything that I've experienced in the past, with the new qualities and experiences that I want out of it now. And I know that I'm worthy, and I know I give it to myself and to others. So therefore, it should be easy to come to me. So it's that job, that person, that friend, but in an elevated way that is more of a reflection of who I am today. And that's how the right one always changes and evolves, because yourself becomes a righter version of yourself over and over and over, as long as we have awareness and we do the work to get there. Thank you so much. As always, I am so grateful for you. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. If you liked anything about this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much. I am so close to getting to 1,000 subscribers. I would really appreciate your support. And excuse my appearance today. I also have been going through it. I feel like Tuesday evening there was an event that unfolded not in the way that I wanted to, but I can't hold a judgment against it. All I can do is just accept it and allow it to transmute and take its course. And even though I would want to wish for things to be different, then that means I'm not living in my present moment. So I have to accept it for what it is and be okay with the outcome, because attaching again to any outcome is the cause of all suffering. And if you have any questions, please do put them in the comment box below or email me. All my info is there. I love hearing from you and I love being able to answer these types of questions. And if you want to have any further information on soul contracts and soul ventures that we have as humans, these books are actually really good. Only Love is Real by Brian Weiss, and then his daughter wrote this one, Crescendo, because we do have a lot of soulmates. We can have up to 3 or 4 soulmates in one lifetime. So there's a lot of right people for us. We have soul contracts with people day in and day out. Sometimes it lasts a month, sometimes 2 months, 100 years, 50 years. We don't know. We just know by feeling when a soul contract is done, because you just know when something has come to an end or it's not working anymore because you're forcing it. So our job is to just allow it to naturally transmute into something different. And these are great. And these are like real life. Actually, no, this is fiction. This is nonfiction. So these are actual like stories of people that have gone through soulmate experiences, that have gone through regression therapy and are able to tap into that part of themselves. And this is just a beautiful story of how soulmates come back into life over and over again and are part of the same soul tree, and the roles that they choose to have with each other in every lifetime that they decide to come in. And it's actually really beautiful. I'm so grateful to all the soul contracts that I've ever had in my life, because they all taught me something, whether it was for a day or 20 years or 2 months. It doesn't matter. All of my love and gratitude, and I'll see you next time.